Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a third stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the timeline of the third stimulus check. We also are going to talk about how the IRS accidentally sent out some correspondence that you don't receive your second stimulus check. And for those that are still waiting, we got some options for you as well. Then we're going to discuss unemployment, grant programs, you name it, we are going to talk about it. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you're loving me bringing you this content each and every single day. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for you showing up to roll with your girl. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. What is the timeline here? Because everybody's like, girl, I need my money. When? That is the main question. And guys, as of right now, lawmakers are hoping to pass this legislation by March 14th. I know. That's not what we want to hear, right? But it is February. It is tax season. Some states are giving out state stimulus. I'm just saying. But as of right now, they're saying the final vote can come in late February after the impeachment trial is complete. And the Senate lawmakers are hoping that it'll be done by March. Now, if and when this bill does pass, and if it includes the new stimulus payments, we know that the Department of Revenue told us that they got our backs. They can have the money to us within 48 hours. And we know that the second time that we received those payments, they were a lot quicker than the first round. Well, at least for some of us, because some of y'all still salty about not getting your checks. All right, so how much will the payments be? As of right now, it's still at this $1,400, guys. It's not the $1,000. It's not anything like that. It is the $1,400 on there. Now, who's going to get it and the income requirements? As of right now, they're going back and forth. Remember, Joe Biden's like he's open to going ahead and lowering the income requirements. But as of right now, nothing is concrete, meaning it was still, this is today, right? It still would be the $75,000 and then $150,000. But we don't know. So right now, we're still in a standstill. So if we get it, maybe we can get it at the end of the month, but just prepare yourself and prepare your finances. Okay, can you do that for me? Thank you, respectfully. All right, so moving along, the IRS mistakenly tells thousands of Americans that they won't receive their stimulus checks. I mean, what is going on, IRS? Can y'all get it together? There were letters that were sent and it was a glitch and it should be disregarded by recipients. So the IRS mistakenly told tens of thousands of Americans that the agency was offsetting their stimulus payments because of unpaid federal debt from 14 years ago. 14 years ago, what was I? 35, 21? Ooh. All right, so in January, the IRS accidentally sent out letters coded CP21C, Charlie, to more than 109,000 people, informing them that their relief payments was applied as a part of their credit to their 2007 taxes, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service. We applied a credit to your 2007 account due to the new legislation, the letter stated. We used all or part of your economic stimulus payment to pay your federal tax as the law allows. As a result, you won't receive any of your money. You are not due a refund. Now, according to them, if you go to their frequently asked page, it was an accident. It was a joke. It wasn't a joke, but you know, it's just kind of like you got pranked, okay? They're sorry. They said the notice is inaccurate for anyone who received it since no payment was issued. No offsets have occurred. They apologize for the confusion. The National Taxpayer Advocate, Aaron Collins, you know, the same Aaron Collins that's trying to go ahead and get the people that have unemployment that didn't get taxes taken out of it, you know, that way you can get a credit. That's the same girl. She said the letters were supposed to inform recipients. It's always somebody, right? When you go to film and they want to contact you, but they just gonna have to wait. It's life. Let's keep on. All right. So on there, they said the letter informed recipients that the IRS would not issue the first $1,200 check because the individual had not processed their 2019 returns. But it determined that was a lie as well. So if you received the letter, they're saying disregard it. Don't worry about it. You're good to go. And if you're still waiting on your second stimulus check, they are urging you now to go ahead and file those traces. Remember, in order for you to file a trace, it must have been 5 days since you have, or they stated that they input your direct deposit. in your bank account. It must have been at least 4 weeks since it stated that you were supposed to receive a mail check at a standard address, 6 weeks with a forwarding address, and 9 weeks with a foreign address. So if you want to submit a trace, you can actually call the IRS at 1-800-919-9835. You can mail or fax them the form 3911 at that point, and then regarding your refund, and you can get everything done as well. So that's what they have. So if you receive that letter, don't worry about it. Throw it in the trash. Use it to go ahead and sweep up the trash. You know how you got the broom and you can't find your dustpan. You just take the envelope. You do it anyway with your bills, so just keep it moving. Now, let's go ahead and move on to North Carolina. North Carolina is jumping. I don't know what's going on with Governor Cooper, but on here, Governor Cooper like, hey, we have all this money. Let's do something for the teachers. Let's do something for unemployment. Let's give out some checks. So he wants to do bonuses for educators. He wants to extend unemployment benefits, and he wants help for the restaurant and the bars. Now, Cooper said as of right now, he knows that $37 million could go to small businesses on there. He said he knows that the bars and the restaurants are hurting right now, which he wants to save them. And he's proposing giving out or having a fund for $25 million. He also wants to input on both sides with the health experts. And he said he wants to give, also know that he wants to give out bonus to the educators. So as of right now, he said the education staff being the only folks left out the state raises over the last 2 years, he wants to offer one-time bonuses, guys, of $2,500. What? $2,500 to teachers, and he wants to do teachers and principals, and then $1,500 for school personnel from K through 12, and $2,000 for workers in community colleges and universities. He also wants to give $30 million for high-speed internet to more than 35,000 hotspots for education, and then he also wants to extend the unemployment to 26 weeks versus the 12 weeks. And he wants the cap going from $350 a week to $500 a week on there as well. So, hey, and remember he wanted to give out the $335, he wanted to give out the $335 grant for families as well. So he did this back in October, and then they received the checks in December. As long as you had a child that was 16 or under, you qualified for that grant. So I like it. And I mean, I wish my state was doing it, but hey, that's what we have going on. All right, so moving along as well. Now, they do have some grants available. So if you are a woman and you are in New York in Allegheny County, it's this child, I can't even pronounce this, but as of right now, they have grants open for women in the Tri-County area, and they said they're going to actually be giving out money on April 30th. The grants are based on the applicant's need and explanation of how they would use this money to the betterment of themselves. So you can use this money towards education, to start your business. They have a lot of things that you can use this for: higher education, books, tuition, supplies on here. But the mission is to provide self-sufficiency and empowerment for women right now. And they said it's an important time. And guys, I've told you this over and over. Right now is a time to be alive. You can make money on the internet. You can do a lot of different things, male or female on here. But if you want the grant applications on there, they're giving out between $2,500 and $5,000. You can go to www.aceffw.org/grants or by emailing info@accffw.org, and you can request the application. It's in New York. I want to say it's Allegheny on there, and it's like a fund for women as well. Now, earlier in the week too, or yesterday, I think I posted a video regarding the pandemic EBT, and we do have more states that have been approved for pandemic EBT, which is the free or reduced lunch meals on there. You don't have to be receiving food stamps at all, but if your child is attending school and they get free or reduced lunch or the virtual programs, you will probably receive a card in the mail, and it will have money where you can purchase food from them free, right? Doesn't matter about your income, doesn't matter, it's just a free or reduced lunch, okay? So now the following states have been approved to operate pandemic EBT for the fiscal year or school year 2020-2021, and that is Illinois, Indiana, Massachusetts, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Vermont, and West Virginia. So on there, a lot of people have been asking you know, hey, when are we going to receive the cards? I've been looking for that information as well. But that's all we have going on in the news, guys. So, as always, enjoy your family this weekend. I know there's a lot going on, but hey, next week we get to file our taxes. And I mean, if you want to get your refund at least 5 days early, you can go ahead and sign up with Current. Now, I told y'all I use Current, but I only use Current when I'm getting them direct deposits. I'm not going to lie to you because I need my money early. And when it comes to the stimulus check, I don't know, you might get a state stimulus before we get this one. It's coming, but it might just take a little bit. So prepare yourself, enjoy yourself, get the ebook, get the planner, get you some lipstick, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.